security. Occupational health and safety is something that's important wherever you're working. You're expected to look after yourself, but you're also protected with policies. And we're expected to report any near misses or any hazards to the appropriate people. So always report it. If you think, oh, that carpet looks a bit worn, tell somebody. Don't just keep it to yourself, because the next person walking through there might trip up and hurt themselves. If you look on this intranet link, there's lots of reporting information on there. But again, if you look in the Brotherhood procedures, there's everything you need to know. Into this bottom triangle now, and we're looking at the dress code. I'm sure that Mr. Trump has his own ideas about what is appropriate dress code. At the Brotherhood of St. Lawrence, it's not short skirts and high heels, you'll be pleased to know, especially for the men. You're just expected to wear appropriate professional business attire at all times. So comfortable, sensible wearing. If you're going out on location with a group of students, again, it's important that you're dressed appropriately, because you are there as a representative of the Brotherhood. Punctuality we expect from our students, but it's really important as a trainer to be there, to be prepared, ready to roll as soon as the students arrive. If for any reason you can't get in, it's vital that you contact the office as soon as you know you might be late or not able to attend, so that contingency plans can be put into place. No smoking anywhere within the building, and we must not smoke with learners or trainees. Even if they're outside, we should not be near them. So, I hope I've told you about all of the things that I've set out in the first slide. A lot of information to take in. It could actually last for a couple of days, this briefing, but this is an initial introduction and welcome, and you'll get a chance to find out more. So welcome once again. We look forward to working with you. You're now part of a very large not-for-profit organisation, and you might find that very different from the RTOs you've been working in before. We are not profit-driven. Yes, we have to make ends meet, but our main driving force is not profit, it's to help and support people. Please refer to the trainer handbook, which you'll be given. It gives you answers to everything you might need to know. If there's anything else that you want to know, you can contact Luke here or ring this number. Oh, welcome. Perhaps while you're finding the question, I'm very interested to know what it is. Perhaps I could just ask you if you wouldn't mind filling in this feedback. You don't need to put your name on it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But I'd be very grateful if you could help. Sorry, it's 2 pages. Maybe for that one, that's 2 pages, and I'm not wasting. There is a little bit on the back of it.
I have remembered my question.
Oh, good.
It's about how the various sections are grouped. You used 2 different terms. One was, here it is, Centre for Work and Learning and Training Services.
Yeah.
Are they the same thing or are they different?
Yeah, they're slightly different. That the Centre for Work and Learning is this building and all the people who work in it, but the training section is part of the Centre for Work and Learning. And the Centre for Work and Learning also has offshoots in different parts of Melbourne. Training services goes to different places as well. So it's not just the building, it's the people and the services. So training services is part of the Centre for Work and Learning.
So other offices we see around the building are different sections.
That's
and
right.
Not related
So,
to training services.
yeah. So for instance, next door, the Given the Chance team, they're more of the employment focus, but they're still part of the Centre for Work and Learning. And they do link with the training, because sometimes they need training for people to go to before they can get a job.
And all the NDIS logos and things around the walls, what role do they have?
The NDIS is separate from the training section, and mostly from the Brotherhood actually, that we can't advertise courses that are being run in the training section directly to NDIS. That because we're separate, because we're independent from them, the consultants there can suggest that there may be courses that are available at the Brotherhood that might be suitable for them, but we don't have any special relationship. To go back to Donald Trump, we don't have any special relationship in that way with the NDIS. So where I've been running skill gap courses, for instance, and I've thought, oh, there may be people who are working with NDIS, I've gone down and said, would you like some of these flyers about the courses we're running? If a client comes in and is interested, just refer them on. So there's that relationship, but we can't just do it straight through. They're separate in that way.
Sorry, one more question. The reception area downstairs, is that for training services or is that for the whole building?
That's for the whole building. That's for the whole building. And until recently, that was also for the asylum seeker team, who have now moved out, as you know, to a different venue. Yeah.
Very good.
Well, if there's nothing else, thank you very much. It's nearly 12:30, so you can go and get some lunch.